Welcome back. It's time now to get real. And my target tonight, Speaker Nancy Pelosi. I must say, Madam Speaker, you've reached a new all-time low, and I didn't think that was possible. Just yesterday, you brought up the 25th Amendment, and you questioned the mental stability of our president.
The president to say that he's a perfect physical specimen, did he say? Specimen, maybe I could agree with that. And young. He said he was young. That his disassociation from reality would be funny if it weren't so deadly.
Wow. Really, Nancy? Time for you to get real. Now, I get that it is Congress's job to keep the checks and balances when it comes to any president, but this is a new all-time low even for you. Let's be real. If you want to discuss mental stability, maybe we should see your medical history, Nancy. I want to say this. The therapeutics, steroids, and medications that our president's been using to fight this deadly virus, for the most part, have been around for years, even decades, and there is absolutely no evidence that they alter one's state of mind. But you just had to go there, didn't you? So why, Nancy? It's most definitely not because you're concerned about the well-being of our president. No, it's just another example of you and the Democrats trying to undermine this president. Let's face it, you've been trying to remove the president since day one, from your Russian hoax, which was conjured up by the Clinton campaign, to your bogus Ukraine impeachment, and now this, bringing into question whether or not our president is fit or not to lead. So, folks, I want you to think about this for a moment, shall we? If Nancy says this is true, then that would mean that millions of Americans who've contracted the virus, that have used or are now currently taking those therapeutics and medications similar to our president, aren't in their right minds. Is that what you're saying, Nancy? Haven't the American people suffered enough through these last 7 months? They've been confined to their homes, lost their jobs, and in some cases, sunken into deep depression. And just as things are starting to turn around, you make a ridiculous claim like this against our president. On top of your unproven medical opinion of the president's condition, you also been playing politics once again with Americans' livelihoods. Millions of Americans are hoping to get back to work. And you and your party, once again, have stalled negotiations for a new stimulus bill that would help them get by. Why? Because you couldn't ram in a bunch of unneeded pork spending into that bill. So, Nancy, it's time to get real. Stop making things up about our president, which clearly translates into anyone with his condition. And stop holding up the cash that families so desperately need right now. And maybe, just maybe for once, try working with our president. Sign the standalone bill. Stop talking about the 25th Amendment like you want to remove this president and you play dictator. And get real, do your damn job, and get to work for the American people. And that's going to do it for tonight's show, folks. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in to Real America here on One America News. If you'd like to reach out to me and the folks here at the show, here's our contact information. We like them all. Positive, negative complaints. Nominate someone for our Patriot Report. But until we see you next week at our regular scheduled time, 5 Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, I hope you'll catch us then. But make sure that you stay proud, be safe, and God bless.